Hey y'all. So I was just sitting here and thinking and just having some time to myself. Um, and it's just like the more you realize everything that you assume is making the decision for you, it just feels so good because I get to make the rules. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody can fuck up anything for me but me. And one, that's kind of scary, you know what I'm saying, if you have not gotten control over your mind. Um, but two, it's so comforting and empowering because nobody can mess with anything that I want, that I have, unless I give them the power and the ability to do so. And also just talking to other people and having conversations and hearing the limits that people naturally just talk in or naturally believe. Like people don't realize that there are infinite amounts of realities and we get to choose and decide. And, even if you slip in the fact that they can literally have you and do anything, they'll call it something like, you're just optimistic, but you have to be realistic. And baby, knowing that everything that I assume is, I will never be realistic in my freaking life ever again. I mean, I might have my moments because I am the source expressing through this vessel and having a human experience. So, I might have a little thought, but now, as I mature and I am walking in the version of me that is a master limitless manifester, I realize that I can slow down and look at my thoughts. What is my first assumption about this thought? That's how I know like my self-concept is getting even more ice cold, baby ice water, because I can sit and observe the thoughts that I have and realize, ooh, am I making an assumption about this man that is speaking to me? Or am I making an assumption about, what is my first assumption about my best friend not answering the phone? Am I going to make it a good one, or am I going to make it mean some bullshit like she's mad at me or she's acting funny? And it's all up to me. Oh, my mom is calling. Is she going to call me with something that's going, are we going to have a good conversation, or is she going to nag me about something? I get to choose and I get to decide. I get to choose and I get to decide. These are my own thoughts, and I am giving each and every bit of this movie that I'm living in my simulation, I am giving it directions on how I want it to be, how I want us to be, how I want my communication and, relationships to be, how I want my life to treat me. Now that I am on this bird's eye view, literally like I'm playing my IMVU or my Sims game in story mode, or like any role playing game. Now that I realize I have a bird's eye view, that I am the awareness, having the experience and remembering who I am, and I'm feeling secure in this, y'all, I feel so untouchable. Like, yeah, I be having my feelings, but like, I'm not wavering though. I have unwavering faith in the Most High, the Source. Okay, all of these, any and everything is just a bunch of atoms vibrating super freaking fast, trillions and trillions of them at one time, and it's so malleable. Like it's Play-Doh. Like I'm at Play-Doh time. Okay, it just feels so good and reassuring the more that I sit with it, sit with the fact and the knowing that I am creating all of this and I have access to all of this. It's so fun to think about. It's so fun to think about. So, yeah, I just wanted to drop that with y'all because I get a lot of messages from Source, people that actually know me from back when I was mentoring. I used to do calls on Zoom for mindset and things like that. And, I get downloads that sometimes other people need. And I'm going to start dropping them here more often, like I used to for my mentees and, just my collective in general. Because that's what I'm being called to do in my spirit. That's what I feel like doing. So I'm going to take that inspired action. And I'm intending that we all have the best day and we get fulfillment and joy out of all that is, because we are all that is. And we deserve fulfillment within ourselves. And we get all that in a bag of chips.